People of Burkina Faso, citizens of the Alliance of Sahel States, and the fearless, free-thinking people of the world. Today, I am speaking to you with a deep sense of clarity. I am breaking my silence today to address a ridiculous, insulting, and completely unacceptable message that was delivered to my government. Just days ago, the American embassy here in Ouagadougou contacted our foreign ministry. They contacted us with a demand. The United States of America urged the government of Burkina Faso to align with them, to support their geopolitical agenda, and to stand with America against the Islamic Republic of Iran. I am standing here today to give Washington my official, public answer. Do you think Burkina Faso is a puppet state that takes instructions from a Western embassy? Let me be absolutely clear to the United States government. Burkina Faso is not your proxy. We are not your foot soldiers. We will not be dragged into your imperialist wars, and we will never, ever support your campaigns of global bullying. Please leave Iran alone. Leave the sovereign nations of the world alone. You sit in Washington thousands of miles away, and you look at the globe like it is a chessboard. You point your fingers at countries in the Middle East, in Latin America, and in Africa, and you decide who is allowed to live in peace and who must be destroyed. You create enemies out of anyone who refuses to bow down to your economic dictates, and then you have the nerve to ask the rest of the world to help you crush them. We will not do it. I want to talk about this word you love to use so much. Democracy. Every time the United States drops a bomb, they say it is for democracy. Every time they place crushing sanctions on a country to starve its women and children, they say it is to promote democracy. Every time they ask us to support their aggression against nations like Iran, they claim they are defending the free world. What free world? Whose democracy? Let us look at your track record, America. Let us look at what your democracy has actually done to the world, and specifically what it has done to the continent of Africa. You claim to be the champions of human rights and the protectors of freedom. Yet history tells a completely different story. It was your intelligence agencies, working with your European allies, who spent the last 60 years eliminating any African leader who genuinely wanted to uplift his people. Where was your democracy when Patrice Lumumba, the brilliant democratically elected leader of the Congo, was tortured and dissolved in acid because he wanted the wealth of the Congo to belong to the Congolese? You helped eliminate him. Where was your democracy when Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana was overthrown because he dared to dream of a United States of Africa? Where was your democracy when the great Muammar Gaddafi was murdered in the streets? Libya was the most prosperous nation in Africa. Gaddafi was building an independent African banking system to free us from your financial slavery. You could not accept that. So you bombed his country into the Stone Age. You turned Libya into a haven for terrorists. And the weapons from your democratic intervention flooded straight into the Sahel, creating the very terrorism we are fighting with our blood today. And right here, on this very soil of Burkina Faso, where was your democracy when our founding father, Captain Thomas Sankara, was gunned down? Sankara simply said that Burkina Faso should feed itself, clothe itself, and rely on its own strength. For that crime, the imperialist powers made sure he was eliminated. You have the blood of Africa's greatest visionaries on your hands. You have sponsored coups, you have funded dictators who served your interests, and you have destroyed entire nations to steal their oil and their gold. And now, today, you come to the children of Sankara, you come to the leaders of the new Sahel, and you ask us to support you against Iran? It is an insult to our intelligence. It is an insult to the memory of our martyrs. We know your game. You only attack nations that refuse to be your slaves. You hate Iran for the exact same reason you hate the new Burkina Faso, the new Mali, and the new Niger. You hate them because they insist on managing their own resources. You hate them because they prioritize their own sovereignty over your global dominance. Today, I am throwing the full, unyielding support of Burkina Faso and the free people of Africa behind the Iranian people. We stand with every nation that is fighting to exist outside of the Western cage. We know what it feels feels like to be sanctioned. We know what it feels like to have the international media lie about you every single day. We know what it feels like to have Western intelligence agencies trying to sabotage your economy and fund terrorism inside your borders. To the people of Iran, the Sahel sees you. We understand your struggle. You are fighting the same monster that we are fighting. We do not judge you by the lies written in the American newspapers. We judge you by your resilience. We judge you by your courage to stand up against the greatest military empire in the history of the world. Do not bend, do not break. And to the government of the United States, I have a very serious warning for you. Look around you. The world is waking up. The unipolar world, where America sits at the top of a pyramid and dictates the law to the rest of humanity, is dead. It is over. You are drunk on your own power, but your empire is crumbling from the inside out. You print trillions of dollars of fake paper money to fund your endless wars. While your own citizens are sleeping on the streets in tents, you spend billions on bombs while your own infrastructure collapses. You think you can continue to bully the global south forever. But I am warning you today, your time is up. The nations of Africa, the nations of Asia, the nations of Latin America, and the nations of the Middle East are watching each other. We are talking to each other. We are trading with each other. We are realizing that if we stand together, your sanctions mean absolutely nothing. If you do not stop your ways of oppression, if you do not stop trying to dictate who should rule in Africa, who should live in the Middle East, and who is allowed to develop, the world will not just resist you. The world will humiliate you. The days of African leaders trembling when the phone rings from Washington are finished. We do not fear your military, and we do not need your money. We are building a new world order based on mutual respect, not master and servant. Do not ever send a letter to my government again asking us to support your imperialist wars. We are busy. We are busy building schools. We are busy fighting the terrorists you helped create. We are busy building a continent that will eventually stand taller than the empire you are trying so desperately to save. Leave Iran alone. Leave the Sahel alone. Leave Africa alone. Pack up your arrogance and focus on fixing your own broken house. The revolution is global and the truth cannot be sanctioned. Motherland or death, we shall conquer.